Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, at Canon, at photokina 2014. If you move a little bit closer, if you're interested in a Simple Speedlite workshop we're doing here for the next 15 minutes, would be fine if you move a little bit closer. So this is going to be a workshop and not me talking, but us together making more out of flash photography. I brought some pictures. My name is Christian, by the way. I'm a portrait photographer. And I brought some pictures that I shot with speedlights. So with these small units you put on your camera, usually. And what I want to talk about today, or what I want to show you, is how easy it can be to build a little studio setup wherever you are with these flash units. You don't need a big studio light. You don't need big and expensive stuff to do this. All you need is one light source and maybe a little modifier. And the most important thing about of all is an idea what you want to do with these lights. Simply bringing these flashlights on a camera, holding it to a face and pressing the shutter won't really bring up too good results. And I'm going to show you what I mean when I say that. Who wants a new portrait of his face today? I need someone who wants to bring a nice picture from himself. You say no, then you're my first choice, you know? If you say no, and you're my first choice. And you got an interesting face and the glass, so please come up. What's your name? Ingmar? I'm Christian. Hi. Ingmar. Give it up for Ingmar. He deserves an applause because he said, no, I don't want to go up there. So first thing we want to do is simply put the flash on the camera and hold it in front of your face and simply press the shutter. What we get, I'm going to transfer this picture to the big screen so you all can see what this looks like. Yes, that's what you wanted, right? Your face on the big screen. What you're going to see then is the light that this speedlight put on a camera produces. It's quite flat light. It's simply in front of his face. You will see a little bit of shadows under the nose and under the chin. Maybe not this time because we got a lot of light here. And I simply used the AV mode on the camera, put the flash on it, and just pressed the shutter. That's all I did. Doesn't look too good, right? I mean, you look good, but the picture doesn't look that interesting. We didn't really create light, we just simply threw light on his face, and that's all we did. So what can we do to get a better picture of this beautiful young man? First thing I need is a light stand. And I want to show you how to produce interesting studio portraits without spending too much money. So all I want to have is maybe another guy. Would you come up? And all I need is your hands now at the moment. What's your name?
Markus.
Markus. Give it up for Markus, the light stand, okay? So what we do is we bring off the flash, off the camera, and don't use it on the camera, but instead we bring it to another position that the camera is. So the system we're using is the EX600, maybe you know this flash already, and the STE3 transmitter. The really good thing about this transmitter and this flash and this combination is that you really can use the ETTL mode, and these two are talking to each other and they are doing very well. I know a lot of systems, but usually I'm not really confident with them because they, I don't know, I don't usually trust them. But since Monday, since we're here practicing and doing these workshops, I started to trust the ETTL system for the first time in my life with flashes. So I'm going to give this to you and put the transmitter on the camera. So we can now go there and let's say hold the umbrella somewhere here and point the umbrella over there a little bit. So more. Now you stay where you are. So, okay, and now maybe you want to grab it from here and bring this, let's say you can hold it like that. Yes, a little bit closer. Yes. Here's one thing you should know about light sources. If you never used a big strobe or you don't do studio photography normally, there's one very simple rule about light. A small light source will produce very hard light. So hard shadows in the face, very hard light, very hard contrasts and colors. If you make a big light source out of it, it's going to be very soft light. So don't get confused. A softbox doesn't really mean it's making soft light. If it's a small softbox, it's still quite hard light if it's small. A big softbox makes big soft light. I'm sorry. So the bigger is not the better, but the bigger is the softer. This is what you have to keep in mind. If you want to produce soft light on a face, go for a big light modifier like umbrella, softbox, and you can get them as big as you want. So now we move a little bit closer maybe. Now we do the same thing as before. A very simple picture of your face. Sorry, maybe one good idea would be to turn the transmitter on also. And then press one very simple button on these two, and you get a green light on the flashlight and a green light on the transmitter, which means they are talking to each other. And you can now start using this system. That's all you have to do. Okay. I'm going to transfer this file also to the big screen, and you will be wondering about the difference this makes. When you see the picture on the screen, you will be wondering that this is the same situation like we did 2 minutes before, but it looks like a studio portrait. We don't even have a black backdrop here. We also we did the same shot like before. You see this? Just took the flash off the camera and brought it to this umbrella. What I did is bring down my aperture to 16. So I really brought down my exposure more than 3 stops minus. What I would have, could you turn away the light here? Just bring it away somewhere. If I press the shutter here without any light, you will see that there is an almost big screen I'm transferring, black screen I'm transferring now. This is almost black. I can't bring down the aperture on this lens more than 16. You know, some lenses you can turn down to 22 or 32 even. Then this would be completely black. And now you got a black background. And all we do is bring some light on the face. And we got a very, very simple studio situation wherever you are. So you can do this at home, you can do this outside, you can do this wherever you are. You know, there's a lot of light in the background, which doesn't really disturb our picture. If we could turn the aperture a little more down, we also would get this light. There's a very, very small light in the back of his face. We also could get rid of this by turning down the aperture with another lens, maybe. So this is the first step, and that was easy, no? That was very easy, and it's very cheap. You don't have to buy a lot of stuff. You need an umbrella, you need a flashlight. This one is, let's say, the Ferrari system, because you have a TTL mode, and you can use the TTL mode here, so you don't have to think about anything at all. You also could use the manual mode here, and simply turn the flashlight up and down and up and down wherever you want. And the good thing about this system is you can make groups. So you can say 2 flashes are group A, for example. 2 flashes are group B, and then you can say, I want group A to be a little bit higher, a little bit more light, and group B a little bit less light. So you got really immense possibilities with this transmitter system. What else can we do with this one setup? This is the theme today. This is my mission today, not to bring big stuff, expensive stuff, and 3 assistants and a big studio and whatever. Simply change the same light source and the same setup and produce different pictures. This is what I want to show you today. You will find these reflectors on every corner here at photokina. Simply buy one of these for, I don't know, 25 euro, something like that, and give it to your subject, okay? You're going to hold this for me. And you will take the umbrella and maybe hold it, let's say, here, okay? That looks nice. Let's see what it looks like. So all we did is bring up this little reflector, you start to feel comfortable now. Yeah? You start to like it. One more time, sorry. One more time, a little bit more above his head. Maybe like this. Yes, that's nice. Up, yeah. Maybe you can bring it a little bit more up. No, yes, like this. Yes, perfect. So, you start enjoying yourself. That's what I like when people start to enjoy what we do in front of my camera. Okay, I'm gonna transfer this picture also. So now watch this result with one light source, a little bit from the side from this umbrella. And now we used a simple reflector from underneath his chin, and we reflected at least, oh, what's that yellowish? It's not on the camera, at least not here. But somehow it looks nice. I don't know. Somehow I start to like that. You can see the light from beneath coming to his face and reflecting this light into the shadows. So what I always say is ladies will love you for shooting a portrait with a second light source and reflecting the light from down there. Because you can see the whole face is fully lit and every single destruction in the face simply goes away. It's like a little Photoshop in the camera. It's the first edit you can do. What else we can do? Give it back to me, maybe. And you can hold that umbrella from here again. Let's say you look maybe to this side, a little bit more to the side. Yeah. Maybe now come a little bit closer. Remember, big light source, soft light. So if we bring this small light source closer to the face, it will be a bigger light source. If you bring it further away, it will be a small light source. Just imagine the sun. Sun is the biggest light source we know. It's very big, but as it's far away, it's going to be a very small light source on the sky, and that's why we get very hard shadows from this light source. So we bring it closer and take this reflector from the other side. You stay where you are, you look great. So we just will throw back a little bit of this light. Maybe look over there. Yes, yeah, think of something, I don't know, beautiful. You got a wife? Oh yeah, think of her. Yeah, sure. He said, yes, sure. Who doesn't? Okay. Let's see.
Just finishing on this one.
Okay. We transferred this last picture to the screen, and you will see this is the third setup. We didn't change anything. I didn't change any setups on the camera. I didn't change any light modifier. I didn't use another second flash. Only one light, one umbrella, and this little reflector. You can also use anything that reflects light. Anything that is white or silver to reflect this light from the other side. It's still transferring. Maybe we're going to try again. It's always the last picture that won't transfer. That's like, I don't know. It's only the last picture that won't transfer. Yes, now. Transferring again to the big screen, so you can see the third light setup with very, very simple and easy things we used. You see the light from the right side to his face, and from the left side we just lit up this dark area a little bit. This doesn't make it a better light, it just makes it a different light. So there is no good or bad in lighting, it's just what you want to create. Do you want to create a very harsh light, very deep shadows, or do you want to create very bright light in this face? That's all you need, 15 minutes, and this light stand, and a guy to take a photo of. That's all you need. So enjoy flashlights, modifiers, and whatever you find today. Thank you for listening, and have a great day. Thank you. Danke. Danke.